Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day was coconut water, but I've drunk it all. And today I've been playing with Wano Mihawk, which I think is the last of the sort of different Mihawk builds that you see at the minute. This build was basically yoinked from a Chinoise Cup. AK Atlas played it and won the Chinoise Cup, which is very impressive. I can pull up what he beat, actually. He beat Bonnie, doesn't say which Bonnie, 2 Mihawk mirrors, an ace and a green Zorro to win the Chinoise Cup with this Wano list. And the strengths of this Wano list, it's basically this card, you can be the samurai. This gives Mihawk actual draw, and one of the issues with the standard Mihawk list, like the out-of-the-box slash list, is the consistency. You've got to draw Shanks, you sort of want this a lot of the time, and then Lord Beppo is very good as well. So this You Can Be the Samurai package with the 1-drop Otama, who is both a 2k and a top 5 Wano search, sort of seeks to give you extra draws so that you see your late game. And if you open your hand and you've got like Tama, Perona, and then Tama finds a samurai, or you've got like a Kiku and a Tama, and then Tama finds the samurai, it's really quite good. And the fact that the Tama can search the Kiku and the samurai is nice. However, this card does whiff sometimes, and I've actually added a couple more targets for it. I added a couple of Paradise Waterfalls. I think this card's very good. It's very good in Mihawk mirrors to play around opposing Lord Beppos. Also, any other random stun cards, you can play around with the Paradise Waterfall, which is pretty cool. And at the end of the day, it's just like a 2k that sometimes has a good second effect, at the very least. So I think I do like a couple of these. I took out 2 of the big 4k events, which I would kind of maybe like some more 4k events. But with this build in particular, because you want to play out the Tama and you want to play out Kiku anyway, it feels like you want a good raw 2k count because you are incentivized to play your 2ks a lot more than with the other builds. So that's kind of weird. I do like the extra consistency this build provides, but I don't like that Tama can whiff quite a lot. So we have, what, 4, 8, 12, 14 targets, which it's not many. It's not many. None of your, like, standard curve is Wano. Another Mihawk, even this Shanks, I've just thrown one of these in because it's pretty cool in mirror. But like the Beppo's not Wano, you're only searching 2Ks, Samurai, and Paradise Waterfall. So this does whiff, and that feels quite bad because then you're going -1 to go +1, so you're not actually gaining anything, you're just cycling. Which, I don't know, it doesn't feel amazing. And when you draw these, like without the boat, it can also be quite awkward to have the things to rest, to be able to use You Can Be the Samurai. So, conclusion, I'm not sure if I like this better than just the standard build, because you do fill your deck up with a bunch of stuff. You have less, like, good cards, but you have more draw. So, I don't know. I think this build is fine. I think this build is definitely decent, but I'm not sure it's just better than... I'm not sure if it's better than the standard build or the Supernova build. I think at the moment, my favorite is probably the Supernova build. That build feels like you have the most options, at least. The standard build feels the most powerful, with the least consistent. This feels sort of a mix between, you are somewhat more consistent, but you're inconsistent in different ways, in that if you don't see these cards early, you're just a build of the standard build with a bunch of cards that don't really do very much. So, I don't know. More testing needed, but this build feels okay, and it's quite cool to see how many different ways Mihawk has. Other than that, we really are just standard Mihawk list. We're playing Lord Beppo, we've got Big Mihawk. Shanks is always important on 7. It does give you extra draws for Shanks, but not always. Still on Tashigi and Perona is my 5-costed choice. You could go with Carrot. I do think Carrot has a lot of potential, just in general, in this deck. Especially into more aggressive decks like Boa. But yeah, if you have strong feelings about this Wano build one way or the other, let me know in the comments. I think, for now, I think my favourite build is the Supernova build. But there's definitely something to be said for this. And if you can find other Wano cards, maybe you can increase the waterfall count. I don't think there's much else that you can put in. Like, all our 2Ks are Wano. Tama can't search herself, which sucks. And there's no good Wano top end. Like, look at this. Look at this. The Wano top end is so ass. Like, it's fucking 8-cost Odin. This card's terrible. It's really, really bad. And you got, like, Inuarashi. Like, Inuarashi and Freezer 5. It's, like, really bad Carrot. Yeah. If this wasn't leader locked, if this was locked to, like, Slash or something, you could maybe do something with this, but Yeah, I'm not sold on this Wano build yet, but there's definitely something to be said for Samurai. Samurai is pretty cool. Gotta get into Red-Green Luffy, which is interesting. We've got Boat to Shigi. That's usually pretty good. Yeah, good luck, have fun. The rest of the hand's not... I mean, the Perona's not bad in this matchup, to be fair. Stops him doing much of anything. The Shanks could be good if he plays... I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. This could be a lot worse. It doesn't really help, but it is what it is. Here's the Don for the Nami. The Don Nami is always very nice to see. We'll see if we draw anything good here. Off the top, a Searcher would be lovely. Any kind of Searcher. He does go with the Garp. Red-Green Luffy, interesting deck. 4-cost Zoro is on that one. I don't know how I feel about that card. I mean, we kind of got a curve now. We don't have a ton of other stuff to do, but we have a curve. I'm also not interested in keeping this up. So let's just go 8, I guess. And then pass. Choose 0. Yeah, with this Wano build, it's nice to find like the Samurais and Tamas and Peronas early on, but I think this hand is good enough. I think it's fine. He should just swing 6 here, I would expect. No, swing 7. We're taking anyway. And another Boat. And a Perona. I mean, we can't really play this now until at least our 9-Don turn. Playing this. Rest this. 1, 2, 3. I want to swing at least 7 so we can play the Boat. There's no interaction he would have for this, I wouldn't think. No, I can't. I don't think there'd be any interaction he has to like rest this and then attack it. That would seem too expensive. So I'm going to go with the Boat. I like this. Maybe on... we'll see. We'll see. Swing 7 for now. Either get a card or a second life. Looks like we're getting 1 card. I'll take it. Yeah, that card's bad in this matchup. Although, actually, it would stop our one of Funny Shanks, so... Sanji, sure. You can see how much. We'll find out. As much as I want to... I really want to go like Perona, Samurai. But I also really want to develop this Shanks, because it can help us start pressuring his board. And getting rid of this Nami, it seems very good. I'm not too worried about the Zoro once we get the Shanks down as well, because it's going to make him very weak. See how big he swings here. If he swings like a 5 with the Zoro, we'll definitely counter with Perona. And then take whatever the leader swing is. I think he's going to want to leave at least a couple Dons open. Okay, goes to Luffy. That's 6-6. We only has 1 Don up. We don't actually have a 2k. It feels kind of bad. Okay, that feels pretty bad. I don't want to do really anything with this. I mean, I guess I'm countering, but like this stinks. Using a 4k event for the 2k, it's whatever. Shanks. That's not really the one. Got a few 1ks. It's going to weaken him at least. This is going to be big, though. It's going to be at least 6. What if we do go with Perona, Samurai? We can start drawing some cards. We won't be able to take out this Nami. He can't do anything too... I think we do want to play the... I think I want to play the Shanks. And if we have to take like a hit or 2 here, it's not the worst thing. Because he can't 9 Zoro, because we can just lock it. And I think I will rest. We could go after the Zoro, but we could just go after this. This is giving some amount of power, but so is this. I'm just going to go after the Nami. There's no way you save this. Gets it off the board. So it deprives him of 1 Don every turn. We can maybe deal with this later. We'll see. We'll see. Bro's giving me an emote. I don't know about this one, Chief. Rest this, rest this. We'll threaten a Don. 95. Cool, we get the life. Guess we're threatening 2 Dons. Could have probably swung a little bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. He's never countering a 9 there, I wouldn't have thought. This turn, maybe we'll see like some Usops or something come down. But, we'll see. Garp. 6 cost Luffy would be really good as well. Yeah, 6 cost Luffy's strong. Oh, that's solid. That into Usopp would be like very good. Yeah, and he'll just have enough Don to put 1 on leader. Good stuff, good stuff. I think next time we go with second Shanks, definitely countering that one. It's a brilliant one. Because we're probably taking these other 2. Unless we get like an event out of life. It's not an event out of life. Which is in fact not an event out of life. Don't want to give the 1 case. Let's just do this KO as a 4, right? We could KO the Zoro. KO the Zoro, we can keep it. I think I actually just need the counter. And once we play a second Shanks, this Zoro is going to do nothing. So I'm going to go no trigger. Ooh, that's brutal. Wasn't thinking about that one. That's not good. Yeah, you don't love to see that at all. Trying to give me something good. More samurais or Lawpo. How good is Lawpo? I mean, with 2 Shanks on the board, Lawpo is pretty good. Let's take a Lawpo. Then we'll go samurai. A couple 2Ks there is brilliant. I'll rest this Luffy. Can we actually swing big? We can swing big enough into this as well. Just about. Go 8 into it. We only have this event anyway. What if we were to draw? If this is... I think we've got enough counter to live. Is that right? 10. It splits like 9. These are weak. See if he wants to give us a 2K. Looks like he does. Okay, reasonable. It's reasonable. But yeah, these are all weaker because of the double shank. And if we go to 0 here, it's not the end of the world, because if we're at 7k and all this shit is down, I mean, I don't want to go to 0, but if we do, it's, you know, it could be worse. He's going to have to start leaving Dons open, unless he has more of those stupid events. I know you're strong. Yeah, I wasn't playing around that. I know sometimes they play Luna as well, though, so I should have probably been playing around it. Should have probably been playing around it. But, I mean, to be fair, what can I do to play around it? Not a lot. Maybe we could have waterfalled. I don't know if I even had it. Second Luffy's... It's, like, okay, but with all these debuffs on the board, these are not... They're not big, right? They're just not big. 2 Don, yeah. We're swinging 7. We can't take this. Yeah. Can we waterfall stand the Tashigi? And then just give a 1k? So if we can stay at 1, we do have Perona as an option. 7. If we take this, he can go 12. We can't. We have to counter this. Do have to counter this. Yeah. Yeah. What did he take off that? He took a yeah, the secret look. He could play that still. Ah, it's awkward. It is awkward. I don't think we're going to get to stay at 1 here, which means we need to Lorpo. We also need this Luffy gone. Like, this guy's got to go. Let's give him the Kiku. And the Perona. So we need all the counter, I think. Might even just die to 15, though. But he's got to leave Dons open. He does have to leave an appropriate amount of Dons open, otherwise we can threaten lethal. This board is quite good. Yeah, we'll 2k that. I think this should swing. I think this should swing, and I think I'll counter. We're going to need the... I think we have to counter, because even if I go to 7 here, right, we just die to 15, so... If I can counter, I have to counter. If I can't counter... I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. An event would be lovely if we could find, like, one of the 4K events, but I do only play a couple, so... You know. Okay, we do see the Luffy come down. Swing 5. It's annoying. And we can cycle that out. Stun this. Press this. 1, 2, 3. Now what? That Luffy's got to go, man. That Luffy has got to fucking go. He's got so many Dons as well. So we're not going to be able to clear any of this board. Maybe the Zoro. Maybe we can clear the Zoro. I'm going to play the other boat. 2k is good. I don't think it's going to be enough. But it's a good start. If this draws us out exactly Samurai. We need to find like 2k 1k off the Samurai. It's too gambly. Way too gambly. I think I should have countered that swing earlier with I don't know. Maybe we should have countered up earlier. It was 7-3. Because it takes 4k power off the board, which is good. Okay, we got rid of that. Rest these. Is it 8? I guess we're just going 9-9. I'll probably just go 8-9. And we'll start with... if we go... Yeah, we'll start with 9. What's this? I imagine he takes, yeah. There's no point swinging this now because he has enough. Yep. No, this is at 5. These are all these are at 5. These are at 3. We're at 7. I mean, that's pretty damn fucking good. That's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. He'll have 6 more done. Yeah, can swing like 11-11 off of just that. That's pretty tough. I think we lose to that. I think he got our ass. Yeah. We can be saved by an event, but that's about it. Yeah. Nah, GG's. Oh. Nah, it's not enough. Close. Close. Yeah. Unfortunate. 1k off, actually. I don't know why he didn't go all in there. Oh, he had Makino. Ah, sure. GG's. Yeah, I was close. I'll probably have a note on the screen where I think I went wrong in this one. So I think this matchup should be quite good. We did kind of choke on bricks early. Could not find really any 2Ks. Which was kind of tough. But, yeah, well played to our opponent. He played very well. The green Luffy got a lot of value. Yeah, the green Luffy got crazy value. And the event, actually, the I Know You're Strong, that was a big turning point. That was a big, big turning point. Freezing the the Chigi and the Shanks was huge. That was absolutely huge. But hey, well played your opponent. Let's move on. Okay, gonna give into Emu. I think we should take second, right? Really looking for Tashigi, and that is not gonna help us get there. That's better. Definitely better. Definitely better. Does he mulligan? No. Okay. No searches, though, is interesting. Let's go with one of these, and I'm going to get the Perona cooking. Oh, wow. That is all my Mihawks. We have to take a second Mihawk. The Mihawk is good in the matchup. So is the Lobeppo, but that's a really weird search. That is a very odd search. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. See what he does here. I'm imagining just a... It doesn't even swing. He's going to starve us. Fair enough. I think I'm actually going to play this Odin. Am I? Is that true? No, let's go with the boat. Just go with the boat. Brilliant. Shigi is exactly what we wanted. Next turn, can we play the samurai? We can go... Tashigi, rest boat, restand 3. Tashigi effect, rest 2 of the Dons. I don't think I want to swing with Perona here. I might not samurai next turn. We'll just swing him big. Get a never existed if he has one. He does. Okay. Yeah, we got the Tashigi. The Tashigi is important. He's got Saturn, that's fine. Peter. Still no... It's crazy to me that he kept a hand with no searches, but I'm wondering what he liked about that hand in particular. Maybe it had Nuss. I'm guessing Nuss is pretty good into us. It's a rhyme there. Peter. 7 Don. He can play Nuss for 3. Okay, he does find a searcher finally. Real and Draw never existed. Pictures a Nuss and a Peter. Picture Mars. Can't actually kill this. Wish we could rest this. If I were playing like a poo in this list, that would be very funny. We're always going with this. Oh, we're actually on 6. I think it is worth it to play the samurai then, right? Because I'm used to the odd curve. Yeah, as much as we're just going to get never existed again. I think it is worth it to swing to get the samurai off, to just get some draws. I'm really looking for Shanks next turn. That would be nice. So, yeah, let's go with this. 1, 2. No samurai. We get another boat. Where's this? 1, 2, 3. We'll play the boat. Still no Shanks is bad. Still no Shanks is bad. I mean, we can potentially samurai next turn, but I don't really want to. We've got to do this. And I guess we'll swing 6. But yeah, it's not great. Gives us a Peter. Really do need to see Shanks as well. Any one drop off the top would be pretty good as well. Like a Kiku would be pretty solid. Because we can just start with... can't start with Kiku Samurai. That's fine. Guessing this might be Nuss to try and take out the Tashigi. Well, we do have a good amount of 2Ks. We can even waterfall if we really want to. Although I'd rather keep that, I think. Really? No Nuss. Wow. No Nuss, huh? We're not letting that die. Definitely not. I guess we can... Worst case, we can play Perona, right? I think we will waterfall, because I'd like to keep at least one Odin as a Perona target. Yeah, and we'll give an extra 2k there, which is not ideal. And Lobeppo's solid. But yeah, no play this turn, really. Not perfect. Because I'm definitely not samuraiing this Tashigi. We're not doing it. Perona this. Where's the boat? 1, 2, 3. There's 2 cards. So we can go 8, 9. That's reasonable. Don't have a lot of counter now, though. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. We do at least get 2 lives from him. Sacks the Saturn. Yeah, if he has Nuss, we definitely lose this. I mean, if he also wants to just swing big with leader, he can do that, but that's not the end of the world. It's not. Unfortunately, that will go through. And what are we playing here? Just Saturn. Sure. It's not great. He's gonna... it's awkward, right? It's awkward. I don't have a good 5-drop to play. I don't have another Chigi or Perona. Missing Shanks on that one turn is just so bad. If this was a Shanks, we're just in such a good spot, right? We're in such a good spot. I wonder if it was ever correct to Samurai there. I don't think so. I don't think so. We can play like the Odin off this worst case. I definitely want to swing with it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We know it's never existed. But we'll either get the 3 cards here or the never existed in their life, which is not the end of the world. Okay, we get 2 cards there. That's great. There's no... I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. No, because we can rest... I'm just going to swing 7, actually. Just going to swing 7. So we have an extra Don. Yeah, he's going to never existed anyway. Okay. Now the game really starts. Yeah, here comes the Elders. Indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Incredible. Never existed. Do I want... Oh, he marsed it. If we rest the boat, play out Odin, we have no counter at all. No, we have 2k here. He can swing quite large into our Mihawk. 10, we can probably swing 12 into 8, which is pretty bad. We might need the counter, actually. Yeah, let's just go no. He could swing 12 into 8 here, which yeah, looks like that's what he's doing. So we're going to use this, and I guess we're just tossing the Samurai, right? Yeah. Strive to surpass me, Roronoa. Perona, are you good? I mean, if I knew I was going to top like that, I might have been tempted to keep the Samurai. Get some draws. But it is what it is. I think we want to get another Mihawk down and then start chaining Lorpos. So playing Perona this turn, not the worst. No Lorpos. Waterfall is just better than a 2k. So Perona's not searchable. Let's take Waterfall. Then we'll play out this. Leader effect. Rest this. 1, 2, 3. Stun ball. 8 to Nuss. Ten to Nuss stun Mars. I mean, he can save this for triple 2s if he really wants to, but that's very expensive. As if he has them. I can't remember what he searched off Saturn. He does save it. Okay. Ooh. It's quite scary. That is quite scary. But whichever one he minuses, we can stand up with the waterfall. Don't love that, though. Do not love that. Yeah, we just waterfall. He should have played around this, really. I don't really know why he didn't. He knew he had it, right? It was a bit silly. Well, he can only do max one of these. Would he ever just not? If he just doesn't swing the Peter, that would be pretty annoying, but he'll still only be able to swing probably... This is mandatory, so he has 2 Don left. He's going to need to leave at least 1 up, otherwise he could just die. He can swing 1 8, which we can technically save. And that's if he just chooses to starve on the Peter. He's actually starving. He's full committed. Wow. Fair play. Fair play. Do we save this? I think we have to, right? That's really unfortunate. This guy clearly knows the matchup. He's got a very high bounty as well. If he swings 8 as well, he might... He does. That's frustrating. 9. I mean, there's no reason to swing 9 there, because we have the effect. I mean, we're just relying on the top deck if we don't take this, but if we let this go... All those cards I tossed were for nothing. I didn't think he'd do it. I really didn't think he'd do it. But I was wrong. I think we have to let this go. Let me think. If we save this, we can still stun the War, stun the Mars, take out the Nuss. No, we'll take out the Nuss and... Sorry, we'll take out the Nuss and the Mars. Stun the War, stun the Saturn. Oh, it's so weird. That's so weird. If we go with the Lawpo... That one's pretty good. That's a pretty decent top deck. He can have like guaranteed removals though. Is really scary. It's really, really scary. Oh, he leaves. Oh. Oh, he just couldn't counter. Oh, yeah, we just win. Fair enough. I hadn't even clocked it. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Yeah, we swing the meat. He doesn't have any... He didn't leave any Dons up. Yeah. No, that's my bad. That is my bad. Top deck Perona was way better than I thought. I'm sure it would have got there eventually. We can even split with this as well. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Even if we didn't draw that, right? So we go with the, just go 10 lead, stun Mars. He can block with, sorry, stun War. He can block with Mars. Yeah, we actually just split with the Perona, right? Yeah, we can just split with the Perona. Yeah, because he didn't leave the Don open. I should have been thinking about that more, right? Yeah, even if we didn't draw this Perona, we'd start with 10 lead, stun the Wall. He can't counter it. Go 10. He blocks with Mars, because otherwise the Mars just dies. Then we can go probably... What's the split? Is like 7, it's 8. 8, 9, 10? It's really solid, actually. I mean, he would have died. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the 9 there was greedy. You certainly go 8 because we have these. This just gives us a 2k. The 9 was definitely incorrect, but yeah, I also didn't spot the lethal there for him. Oopsie. Oopsie. Fun game though. Fun game. Hard starved. Is that how Emu plays into Mihawk? Let me know in the comments. Okay, got to get into ace. I'm actually going to take second because I want to get to this as soon as possible. We also really want to see Tashigi by 6 so that he can't just Jozu it. So I think I'll mulligan that. Okay, dude. Oh no, and when we whiff, it's a bad start for Wano Mihawk. Oh my days. It's not good. Holy shit. That's utterly miserable. Oh, come on, man. What am I supposed to do with this, dude? What am I supposed to do with that? Holy shit. Oops, all fucking top end. And we've got a samurai. If we can find something. Oh, really? This hand is just... This is the worst. This is the worst hand I've ever seen. Holy shit, 5 top end and 4 events. I don't even play that many events. There's 10 events in this build. I'm gonna have to count something. What a fall. It's not even any counter. This is just unplayable. What were they thinking? Whee! I mean, that's something. That is something. We can play the game. Okay, we can maybe play the game now. We're always playing this. Let's try and find just a 2. Give me a 2k off the Tama. Brilliant. We've got a 2k. Now we go Samurai. Okay. Okay. So we can go Perona. Still swing 8. We've got a very good... I mean, we're about to get puddinged into oblivion, but like... What am I supposed to do about that? Not a lot. If we don't get puddinged, I'm looking for counter off this Perona, really. Yeah. Do I ever want to attack this Marco to clear the board? I don't think so. I think we have to just go face, get a couple cards. Let's go with this. Just take a 2k. I don't think the Shanks is worth it at this point. It's too slow. We're just going to need to Lord Beppo chain and see what happens. Play this. Stun. Rest. Perona. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Do I want to... I really want to swing 8. I think we can. This will get 2 cards at least. Yeah, but this is bad. Like, we're in such a bad position. Your turn. It's been a terrible game. It is what it is. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then this is Whitebeard, right? I am Whitebeard into Whitebeard. He's got to have it. I mean, he could choose to pudding. It is possible that he just chooses the pudding over the Whitebeard, to be fair. I mean, I don't want to counter this, but we have to. Otherwise, I'm gonna get fucked. Okay, he actually doesn't. He Josie's. Okay. Two for Joe. Yeah, it's searching again. Yeah, getting rid of the Perona is pretty good, to be fair. Getting rid of the Perona is pretty good. I think we get to establish a Mihawk now, though, which is decent. I want to play this, but we don't have any 2Ks, because I want to play the Samurai, right? I think we have to sort of hope to get some stuff here. Let's rest the Mihawk. 1, 2, 3. Deny Josie from resting. Then we'll go Samurai on these 2. Boat's good. I like Boat. Can't samurai again. We'll swing 6 here. And then we've got like, some counter. Not the most in the world, but this can help us with our brick situation as well, which is nice. Stand this. 1 don. 2 there. Absolutely not. Absolutely, you can have that. Red rock. Sure. I love it. Yeah, it's not ideal. That is not ideal. We can just play another one, though. We can do the same thing again, but he's going to have so much aggression here with the Marcos, which I don't love. We've got to defend at least 1, so let's DMG out of this. This can be 8. I actually just have a 1k counter. Cool. Let's hope it's not 8. Just leaves it up. Okay. Okay. I think now we kind of have to Beppo. If we don't Beppo, right, if we don't Beppo, we're just going to die. Because we're not going to be at 7k. So I think we have to Beppo. Tap the Jozu. Leader effect, rest this. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play the boat. And I think I'm going to play the samurai on these 2. So we're swinging 8. Do I want to swing into a Marco? I mean, he can direct it into a Marco if he wants. I'd rather just get the 2 cards, I think. She will go boat, then samurai. Uses the Izo effect. We're still like Giggle Week to Pudding, but on the bright side, at least he doesn't have any Whitebeards down yet. Okay, that's kind of spicy. That's kind of hot. Huh. I guess that means you can attack with the Whitebeard and still turn your leader into the Whitebeard for 2 cards. That's not too bad. Let's go with this. And then we'll go with Samurai. 1, 2. Cool. And as much as like 1 Don, it may well not be enough. I think we just have to play really risky here. Being at 7 is nice because it makes... Okay, the round table, very funny. We have Waterfall, though. So, get pranked, Buster. Should have attacked more than 2, greedy bastard. You love to see it. You love to see it. You do see the Yamato come down. Nice. So, we're just going to have 1 swing of 7. That's really quite good, actually. Let's get rid of this to... Would we ever... No, I think we just Lord Beppo chain. Keep stunning this Jozu. So, let's give him the Tashigi. The Peronas can be useful for game. Event's nice. Event is nice. Do you have any more round tables, I wonder? When the table is round. We do actually have to Lord Beppo something else. Because the Jozu... if we Lord Beppo the Jozu, it doesn't get stunned, right? So we'll Lord Beppo the Yamato. Yeah, because he might not want to swing with these. If he wants to block with them, he can do it anyway, right? Do I want to play Samurai again? I mean, we're going to have 1 Lord Beppo rested, so having 2 rested doesn't actually matter very much. Draw a couple Tashigis, sure. I'm going to go 9 here. And then 11 here. He'd probably just block, yeah, but it is what it is. We've got to get through him at some point. And then we'll pass. Will he ever play a Whitebeard? It's been a very weird game, right? I mean, our opening hand was the worst hand I've ever seen in my life. So I'm not going to feel too upset about it. Does not take the life. Good stuff. 9 here, and then this can easily be... What? This is 8. It's going to be another 9. I don't want to rest this Kiku, is a thing, right? I don't really want to, because she's really good on the board. This could also be Uta for 2. So I might just 2k, 1k this. It also gets our hand down a little bit. We used a DMG earlier, right? Yeah, this is the last DMG. He gets to clear this with the Garb. It is a bummer. But we've kind of used all our samurais anyway, so we've used a number of them. 2, right? No, actually we've used all 4. So yeah, I don't care about this anymore. Rest this. Buff. Resolve. Yeah, you can take out the Kiku, that's fine. That is fine. This doesn't swing. Is that sure? It's still 2k. Seems good. We're definitely just going with another Beppo. Freeze this. 1, 2, 3. We may need both events because we don't have any 2Ks. Still going to play board. It's just at 7, so 9. 8 to Yamato is decent. Let's go 8 to Yamato. Leader effect 1k. 11 to Jozu. Saves that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This is going to be blocked by Marco then, huh? Yeah. Okay, well, we've got a lot of Dons open on the bright side. I do have 1 rest target for this. That's just a 1k. 8. Not ideal. What's this going to be for 8 Don? Marco maybe? Marco is really bad. If you were to pile 14 into 7, we can go to 11. We can get there, but we'd have to use the DMG. But if he's just piling all in, that's fine. I think we want to... If he... Pudding 10 is bad. I'm going to gamble on him going for it. But if he plays Marco, this is also fine. Yeah, sure. 1, rest this, buff this. DMG, go to 14, and then 15. Fucking... How do we get that? How do we win that? That opening hand... And the first, 3 turns were just diabolically awful. We're very fortunate he didn't pudding on any one of those turns where he was, pissing around with Jozu's, and... we also just trolled him with the round table, with the waterfall. That was huge. That was absolutely huge. I probably should have been... If I was thinking about it, I probably should have been playing around the round table. But to be fair, at that point, we were just so... My hand was so ass. I was just not thinking about the round table. I was thinking about Whitebeard. The triple Lord Beppo went hard. I can't lie, but we had them from turn 1. Yeah, not a standard game, but I think you saw how good the Samurai was, right? Resting that Kiku, and playing that was definitely the right call in the end. Resting the Kiku and the fresh Lord Beppo every turn to just draw more cards really did help us draw quite a lot of counter towards the end of the game. Yeah, very odd game, but hey, I'll take it, I guess. Going first into Jinbe. This hand is... Shanks is good. This hand has, no counter. Interesting he chose second. Yeah, this hand has, no counter. We've got Samurai and no target, so I'm going to mully. We can find a Samurai off this. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, 2 boats going is not ideal, but I'll take a Samurai there. That's pretty solid, actually. Pass. Definitely like that more than the 2k. As much as we are just playing out all our 2ks, which... it is what it is. It is what it is. Did he mulligan? He did. He got double choose, but it's pretty solid. Kikunojo is better than second Otama. Let's play this. Samurai these down. Nothing doing there, so we'll... I guess I'm just going to swing 5. It's whatever. He's going to take this. If he counters this, I'd love it. We don't really have anything much going on with our hand. So we may have to Tammer and try and find another Samurai. Yep. That was to be expected. Do you have Aladdin? Usually the best forward on play. Aladdin. 5. That's a pretty good one. I like the Piranha. That gives it something to do. We'll take it. Thrash is... Okay, he's made a mistake there. Made a mistake and then just random pudding. I hate to see it. We do have Tashigi though. That's pretty good actually. I don't like the random pudding. But it is what it is. Truly, it is. I don't want to take again. We'll give up a Tama. Yeah, we'll give up a Tama. Oh, the sequencing stinks for Samurai. I don't think we can Samurai this turn. In fact, no, I don't think we can. No, because we don't have boat. I'm going to rest Tashigi, restand 3. Then do Wandong Kiku, swing 3 to 3. Then we'll use these. We'll swing 5 to Chew. And then we'll use the Tashigi effect. Just that you can't attack that. And then Kiku stands back up. She's nice for dealing with the weenies at least. Fisher Tiger or Jozu here. He can't Jozu. So probably has to be Fisher Tiger. I mean, he can Jozu and then like swing into the Kiku, but gives us back the Kiku. I mean, I guess that works, but it wasn't what I was expecting. But this does stop our... Yeah, it's not bad, actually. I don't hate it. I also don't want to counter that. I want to get Shanks down. Definitely want to get Shanks down. Yeah, we can maybe Samurai next turn. 1, 2, 3. Stand this. Just swing 9 into it. Because I do want it gone. And then we'll go 5 lead. If he wants to give me 2 cards here, that's fine. Cool. Just over. At least he's at 6k, so it's a little bit easier to counter, potentially. Jinbe will be pretty solid here. We don't actually have anything to rest. Yeah, we're countering that every time. Every time. It's going to be Fisher Tiger as well. Then just a massive swing from Jinbe. Guess you got it. It's not what I was expecting, but it's what we got. This is good. Both of these are very solid, actually. Which top end do I want next turn? I think the Mihawk's better. I'd have liked a Shanks, but we didn't get a Shanks. Mihawk, though. I'm going to take the Mihawk. I'm going to go with this and Samurai. I mean, that doesn't really help. So I guess we'll play a Tashigi. It's kind of weird. Weird sequencing. Not having the boat feels really bad, man. Always does. Always does. Don't want to rest this Tashigi to buff this Tashigi. I don't really care if he attacks this. Not really. Do I want Wandon for an event? I'm gonna like him. I'm not going to DMG this turn. Maybe I'm going to DMG this turn. We'll go 9. Let's try and limit his hand size at least. He can Jinbe next turn though. Jinbe next turn is very good. It's like maybe we go 10 there. We get rid of it anyway. 5. If he's going to Jinbe, he'll counter. Yeah, okay. I'm expecting Jinbe. But on the bright side, we can negate the removal at least. And he won't have too many cards. And he'll have 6. You never want to trash too many, right? It's a little bit scary. Also drew a Lord Beppo off that Samurai, which I didn't acknowledge. That's a very nice find, actually. That's a very nice find. Because now we can go Mihawk into Lord Beppo. And this can chain stun something, and this can stun on play. It's good. That's assuming he does have the Jinbe. I was, yeah, I mean, you can... What do we want to bounce, buddy? He's not bouncing anything. Fair enough. Should have at least tried to bounce this, right? To make us rest something. When we know a choice. Let that go. And then we can see any more trashes. If he goes 12 into 10, he'll get it. If he goes 10, I'll save it. Okay, you got it. You're very low on cards there, sir. 1, 2, 3. Oopsie. What's this? I'm going to go 5-5 split with the Kiku. This is good. We'll get a card and a life. I expect. If he doesn't have another Jinbe, I think he's in a lot of trouble. If he does have another Jinbe, he can maybe take out the Mihawk with that, because we don't have a ton of counter. We do not. But it would require a bit of dedication to go for it. It's going to be at 4 cards going into his turn. Jinbe would turn into 5. If he does like double pump on this, it's not that bad. If he does like 2 pumps, he'd be on like 2 cards though. Which is pretty... And we have the 2k now actually. Oh, maybe he can't go for it. Yeah, we can 2k, 2k, 1k. I imagine he takes this. Maybe he doesn't. No, he does. Cool. Should have took the first one. Yeah, he does have another Jinbe. Cool. I can't imagine they want to give us anything back. Indeed. Indeed. 7 here. If he does double pump, we can still save it. I can take this though. Because like we're stunning this. Even if he puts us to 1. If he has a third Jinbe. If he has a third Jinbe. And like 1 pump is the most he can have. Oh, he can maybe get there. Now we'll have DMG open. No, I think we're good. Another Lord Beppo is not really what I was looking for. Yeah, because I want to save this if he does decide to go into it for like 14 or whatever. Yeah, and like the DMG obviously doesn't help that, but I don't know. I don't know if that was correct. I don't think he would ever go more than 14. We're just going to take this. It's fine. I mean, that's another option. Lord Beppo is just better, though. Because we go to 7. We'll rest this. We're never attacking with this. Just need to leave Don open for events. This is attacking first. Tempting to attack into this to just, like, get a couple cards or something, but I think we do need to push for lethal in a couple turns here. And in case he has some random-ass trigger that I don't know about that removes this Mihawk, I'm going to attack and stop this from resting first. No trigger. And then we'll just go 8 is fine. He's probably just going to take. He has to go for it anyway. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We got 2 open. We're at 7k. This gives us a 2k. He does have the final Jinbe. I assume he has 1 pump. Yep. Trash Arlong. 12 to 7. That's how big this can be. This can go to 7. And then he has 4 pumps max. So that's 15. Can we counter a 15? We can go to 10. 12 with the effect. 14, 15, 16. So we can actually take this. We can take this. The max he can have is 1 pump. Oh, he didn't even have a pump. That's unfortunate. Oh, did it actually matter? Yeah, it did. He'd again 2k more. He'd again 2k more. That's okay. We can counter the 13. We got there. We did it. We gamed all over him. Buff up. DMG. Go to 12. And then 2k. GG's. Well played. Close one. Definitely think this is losable. Surprised he took second. Surprised he took second. We had a good curve as well, right? We had the 5 Don, Shigi and 7 Don Shanks. He just piled 8 Don on his 8 Don turn. You got to assume he had something else, right? He had 3 fucking Jimbos. There's no way one of them wasn't in his hand. So he chose to just attack the Shanks. Which is fair. It stopped us killing him a lot. It slowed down our kill, but I don't know. I feel like attacking this Shanks maybe wasn't necessary. Maybe he could have chosen to establish something. There's always the chance he didn't have anything, but I guess if all you've got is like little guys like Fisher, Tiger, or smaller, the Shanks just rests it anyway, and then we can focus that. So maybe that's what he was thinking. Maybe that's what he was thinking. I can't remember what we did after the Shanks, to be honest. It's been so long. Did I play as a Shigi? I might have played as a Shigi. I can't remember. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. So thanks for watching. Let me know, what do you think of the deck? What do you think of Wano Mihawk? Are you going to be playing Wano Mihawk? I don't know if I will be anymore. The build's very cool. And congratulations to AK Atlas. Check that. Yes, AK Atlas for winning the Chinoise Cup. So there's definitely legs to this. But I think for me, my favourites are Supernovas. Let me know in the comments. What's your favourite build of Mihawk? Or do you just hate the deck? It is kind of like green Shanks. Just kind of why I like it. You play on curve. You get to go to Shigi, Shanks, and then Mihawk. And it all feels really good when you got the boat. But yeah, maybe we'll try the East Blue Searcher build. Maybe we'll have an East Blue Searcher build at some point. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day.